Alright, got a really awesome birthday present from Predator Mounts. Not 100% sure what's in the box. I know there's some mounts in here, but this box looks a little bit big for just mounts. So we'll see what's in here. A little unboxing video. Alright, right out of the gate, so we get a little bit of damage on the box. Definitely no fault of Predator. Everything appears to be boxed up well and bubble wrapped inside there, but well, you know how UPS does things. So let's see, let's cut this guy open. Oh, holy smokes, guys. There are parts galore in here. Alright, right off the bat, like, I can already tell that these are some hefty mounts. Like, they are not light. If you had any questions regarding Predator mounts packaging, I hope this puts your mind at ease right here. Oh, check that out. Brand new Allen key. I'm assuming I'm going to need that to put stuff together. Guys, every one of these parts is like individually bubble wrapped, and God, he's got some time in packaging this stuff. Like, look at the attention to just. I've got the Predator mounts all assembled, and I pulled one of the J-Pein mounts that I got off of Amazon off my desk. Took the stick off it so we could just kind of look at some of the key differences here. First thing you'll notice is the top. Now, this is the part that's going to go on top of your desk. The footprint on the Predator mounts is much smaller, and it's made out of a solid piece of metal, where the J-Pein here, if you look, it's made out of another piece of extruded aluminum. Now it takes up a lot of real estate on top of your desk, and the way that it's mounted here with these angles on the side, there is a bit of flex in this plate when you tighten it down. So right there's introducing some opportunity for flex. Next thing you'll notice is just the thickness of the extruded aluminum here. The Predator mounts has a much more structural feel to it. It's definitely thicker, it's definitely heavier, it's definitely more robust. Whereas J-Pein stuff, I mean, you can already kind of see there's a slight bow in this longer piece. The clamps that we touched on earlier, I mean, there's no comparison between these clamps, right? This J-Pein clamp is clearly a kid's toy compared to just the sheer size and the amount of leverage that you're going to get on this Predator mount clamp. You know, this has got the Predator mounts clamp has a full cast body on it. This J-Pein clamp has this bended piece of metal that you can see already has a slight bend in it, and really no structure to it. It definitely had issues with moving around on the desk just during normal use. I'm not overly hard on my sticks. I couldn't get a solid clamp. The next thing you're going to notice is these arms versus the Predator arms, or the Predator arm here. This two arm system with these brackets like connecting everything, it's a lot of joints, and it introduced some room for some flex. I don't know if you can see that, just how much these sticks bent or moved around just over time. It's probably about 2 months of use on these, so not an incredible amount of use, but they definitely moved around a little bit. It's just not a, you know, having these two chopsticks here just isn't a very solid mounting system when you compare it to something like this, where it's just a rigid mount, you know, solid block of extruded aluminum right up to another block of extruded aluminum. Like, that's I think it's solid as it gets. Next thing we're going to look at is just the base that the mount is connected to. This is a super thin, like I can bend it, flexible piece of metal here. and the joystick base just mounts onto that. Whereas Predator mounts one, I don't know if you can see the difference in thickness there, but the quality of the materials used on the Predator mounting system is just in every way far superior to that of the J-Pein. Everything right down to the mounts here, you can't really see it, but there's just square nuts on the back of these screws, where Predator mounts actually uses sliding plates and these neat this neat cam lock system, which just really locks everything together in a solid way. Another thing too I'm noticing is these base plates fit the Warbird bases that I have, and Predator has different base plates for any kind of stick that you can throw at him. And if he doesn't have it, I can almost guarantee you Aaron from Predator Mounts will find a way to make you what you need to give you a good fit for your joystick. The oversized plate here on the J-Peins, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but this is something that sticks out the side. The overall width of this is something my leg would hit from time to time. So you do have a little bit of extra width there. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but again, it is something that does get in the way of armrests on chairs or legs and stuff like that, just because it does stick out a little bit further than your mounts. I mean, you're talking about something that you're going to be in close proximity to. I think every little bit of clearance that you can get helps. So I really like that Predator, rather than having a generic base, has these bases here that are unique to whatever joystick you have. So that's kind of some of the basic differences I'm noticing right off the bat from these. Let's get one mounted up to the desk and see what they do side by side when we start pulling on sticks. And alright, so one thing I wanted to check out here was the amount of flex that is in these mounts, just when everything's assembled and ready to go. J-Pein mounts on the left here, Predator mounts on the right, and these are Vertical Constellation Alphas with the Warbird bases. I'm running stock springs, stock cams, so nothing too aggressive. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take both these sticks and I'm going to start to move them. You can see, I don't know if you can see the movement there in the J-Pein base. See it moving around. There's a little bit of flex, and I'm not going to stick extension. Like I'm not cranking it way over. I do have a glass tabletop, so I am fairly gentle on my sticks. I usually don't go to extents, but just light movement. You can see how much that chopstick design kind of moves everything around. Then we've got the Predator mount here. Again, being just as aggressive with it, just flopping it around. You know, we'll do them together. You can see that Predator mount doesn't move at all. Like, it is rock solid. I think if that's not a clear indication of the build quality here, I don't know what is. These Predator mounts, yeah, they just feel great. It feels rock solid. It's hard to explain, but you can feel a little bit more of the mechanism in the stick, where the J-Pein, because it's got that flex in it, it kind of deadens everything a little bit, you know, because not only are you moving the stick, but you're also flexing and introducing essentially a shock absorber into the system, because the mount's able to flex and move around. Where the Predator mount, all of the tactile feel you get from the cams, you can feel. You know, I can feel now that my cams actually have a little bit of a center, it feels like, almost. Where the J-Pein mounts, it feels like a smooth cam. And I think some of that's just because of some of the shock absorption factor that you get from a mount that allows your base to move around like that, where this Predator mount is just rock solid. So I think if getting the most tactile feedback out of your stick and accuracy is what you're looking for, hands down, this Predator mount's going to give you what you need. Here it is, guys, the whole Predator mounts ecosystem we've got here. You know, I think this is just more than just mounts. Just the quality of everything, kind of an overview. Super impressed with it. You know, like I said, anything that you need mounts for, Predator's likely got it. I know I've got the full-size keyboard. I know you can get this keyboard tray in multiple sizes in case you've got a smaller keyboard, a larger keyboard. Maybe you just want a place for your left-hand pad. I think that'll be my next investment, is essentially mirroring the mouse over to this side for the left-hand pad. Getting everything off the desktop, so that'll be really cool. I know he's got mounts and products for other accessories you might find in Star Citizen. I'm not sure if I'm at liberty to say, but pretty much any accessory that you can think of for Star Citizen or streaming accessories. If he hasn't released this stuff yet, I know for a fact it's definitely in the works. So yeah, definitely impressed. I think it's time to start flying with these bad boys and get some training done tonight. So anyway, thanks for watching. Again, Pinkosaurus Rex. Just kind of giving my take on the Predator mounts. Aaron hooked me up with a keyboard tray and mouse tray and stuff for my birthday, but this was not a sponsored review or anything by any means. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy.